All right, class. So today we are going to do something called Get Your Payback. It's a college simulation game online. So the question that I posed here that I'll talk to you about before we get started with is during the simulation, there are 4 different categories you have to manage while at college to be successful. What do you think they might be? So the 4 different categories for college, and really I would say even just in general for life, that you'd need to kind of keep an eye on and keep track of as you're an adult. Focus, connections, happiness, and debt. Okay, so focus for this situation is your grades at school and how successful you're being at school. Your connections is about getting involved. We talked about that a lot in my class, but getting involved and building those professional connections. Third one is happiness, just actually enjoying what you're doing. And then your debt, right? Being financially responsible and making good decisions with the loans that you're taking out, so on and so forth. Okay, so you have those 4 categories that you'll need to pay attention to as you're making the decisions throughout this simulation. At the end of the 4 years, right? Because a bachelor's degree is 4 years. So at the end of it, you'll complete your 4 years of college while managing those 4 areas of experience, and it'll give you a screen that looks like this. Okay, it'll say what your next stop is, or maybe you failed out of school, maybe you're going straight into a career, how much debt you have. What it does not do is it does not tell you exactly where each of those 4 categories ended. So you'll need to pay attention as you go throughout the simulation of whether you want to make a note of it, excuse me, when you get to your senior year of college or however you want to do that, but you want to pay attention to where those 4 categories are, okay? The journal questions that we will end up answering about this, you'll want to pay attention to where those categories are, okay, and think about how you would rank them in terms of importance. Which one is most important to you, second most important to you, so on and so forth. And then also pay attention to some of the decisions that you make that you think are difficult decisions to make and why you think that, okay? All right, so complete your 4 years of college, managing all 4 areas of experience. So how to get there. So I'm gonna go into Canvas. And right here, it says time for payback, college choices gained. Okay, so I click here. Takes it a second to load. All right, get your payback. So you click there. You're going to enter in what your GPA is. How much are you involved with school as far as club sports activities? And select Nebraska. Click apply. It's going to give you 4 different choices for school. Okay, in-state public, out-of-state public, private school, or community school. Okay, it'll give you kind of how they're rated, so out of 5 stars, and what the cost and what financial aid that you get. Okay, so I'm going to go out-of-state public. You choose whatever's best for you. At the bottom, you can see focus, connections, happiness, and debt, just like I told you there were going to be. Okay, so I hit continue. And then it just starts. It starts with decisions. So the first one, your uncle is offering you $400 for a day of labor. He's a cheap guy, so it must be a miserable job if he's paying that much. Okay, well, if I click this one over here and I get the money, my debt's going to increase, but my happiness is going to decrease. Okay, also, my focus might decrease because I'm not spending that time working on classes. If I do this one, those others will probably increase, but this will decrease. So do that. And I move on, and then it gives me a next one. So you're going to go through all of these decisions while kind of keeping an eye on where are these at. And then when you get to the end, make a note of it. And you will complete this simulation at least once. And then if you have time, go ahead and do it a second time, or at least start a second simulation.